Good afternoon and welcome to your Monday edition of FSU Weather. I am student meteorologist Allie McCord. So right now here in Tallahassee it is really sunny and we're seeing those temperatures in the upper 70s, almost 80 right now, 79 in Tallahassee, sunny skies with winds from the southeast at 8 miles per hour. So for our regional radar, we do see some showers over the coast of on South Florida right now, and we're staying pretty dry throughout the southeast. We do have a lot of rain around us, but Tallahassee staying clear right now. Tonight in Tallahassee, it's going to cool down to 61 degrees with mostly clear skies and winds from the south at 5 miles per hour. But tomorrow it's going to change. We're going to see those thunderstorms roll in, and our temperatures jumping up to the almost 80s at 78 with winds from the south at 15 miles per hour. Looking ahead to the show, we're going to talk about those April showers, severe weather this week in the southeast, and we're going to give you an inside look at the 2020 hurricane season. All that and more on FSU Weather.
Good evening, FSU Weather. We are getting in on a week of severe weather across the country, including us here in the Tallahassee area. But as for today, it is a very beautiful day outside. We are in the upper 70s, flirted with the 80s today, and it is on the drier side. So going outside feels comfortable, and it's a good day to get outside, enjoy that spring weather before we get a little too hot here, which is not too far away here in the Tallahassee area. Now, we do have that severe weather threat that will be moving into our area starting tomorrow. We'll have the latest on that in tonight's show, and it will continue as we head throughout the week. So exactly how long we're dealing with this wet weather and the severe weather, that is something that we are going to discover right now at the wall with Jessica.
Thanks, Riley. Right now we have beautiful clear skies over Doak right now as we move into our evening and the sun starts to set. Beautiful view over Doak right now. Currently, we're sitting at 79 degrees with nice sunny skies with a wind coming out of the southeast at 8 miles per hour. Overall, in the southeast right now, clear skies across the board, keeping up that beautiful evening across the southeast tonight. With our temperatures across the board, we have upper 70s, lower 80s, comfortable temperatures as we move into our evening and things start to cool down, and we have low dew points, which means that there is not a lot of moisture in the air. So we're going to keep those clear skies in the evening as we move into our nighttime. Not expecting rain for tonight, but that will change later on. With our winds coming off the coast right now, we have 8 mile per hour winds in Tallahassee, but we do have 12 mile per hour winds in Perry. So got a bit of a breeze there. Something to keep us cool until the temperatures start to cool off in the nighttime. With our upper level water vapor, nothing in the southeast right now. Maybe a little bit of moisture, but nothing much yet. But that will change as we move into tomorrow, and we start to have some clouds move in across the panhandle as the potential for severe weather starts to increase as we move into tomorrow. We're going to be seeing chances for rain go up tomorrow, and so our marine forecast really isn't looking good for tomorrow. We're having potential for storms, hazardous sea conditions, and 25 knots for wind, so overall not a good day to go out on the boat tomorrow. For our day planner in Tallahassee, we're going to have rain, and our potential for storms is only going to move up tomorrow as we move later on into the day. We have 73 degrees, warming up into 75, but we're going to have higher rain chances throughout the day. We're going to have 80% chance of rain tomorrow, and that chance of rain is going to continue on through the next few days. So it's not going to be a great week until we get to Friday, when our rain chances finally start to clear up and we start to move into a much nicer weekend with skies clearing up. A little bit of a cool down as we go into Saturday and move down to 68 degrees, but then it'll warm up as we move again into our new week, warming up to 79 by Monday. And it'll be nice weather conditions for our weekend though, so hopefully if you have any weekend plans, you'll have nice weather to go along with that. Now I'm going to pass things off to Allie Ann with a look at our southeast.
Yeah, so we are getting a lot of rain in Tallahassee this week, but the southeast is getting a ton. So temperatures right now in the southeast, we're sitting in the 80s, 79 here in Tallahassee. I think Charleston and Little Rock are sitting the coolest right now, but in the 80s throughout the region. Our dew points, so we're a little drier in the center portion, but as we make our way west, our dew points are increasing because we have lots of storm developing occurring right now. So we're going to see a lot of Gulf moisture being pulled up into the Houston area, giving those dew points that jump. So you're really going to see it here on our wind map. So you see these streams right here. This is the wind direction. It's pulling all that Gulf moisture up, and it's meeting this cold air up here. That's where we're going to see storm development form. So right now we do have some onshore flow on the coast, and that's where you're going to see a little bit of storm, but it's really cooling off and keeping Florida dry. So satellite and radar, we do have our frontal boundaries up. We have this warm front line right here. That's bringing all that warm air ahead of it. But this cold front line right here is going to be the defining trait of this front we're going to see move through this week. So next 48 hours, we're going to see these temperatures kind of shift. Really going to see it drop and then warm back up. That's our daytime heating during the day, but then temperatures are going to drop off again, cool off as night rolls through. Same thing you're going to kind of see with our dew points, but it's very different. So as these storms are moving through, you're going to see all this moisture move through, coming through with those storms, and then it's going to kind of jump back because we're going to have another line of storms move through the southeast on Wednesday. So you're really going to see it a lot with this future radar. Right behind me, this is that first band of severe weather. It's moving through, and all that moisture in the Gulf really adding fuel to that fire. So very enhanced risk we're actually going to see across parts of Mississippi, Alabama, and into Georgia. Another pause point, we're going to see these storms kind of push off, but it's going to develop right back up into the panhandle on Wednesday, bringing us, again, severe chances of thunderstorms, tornadoes on Wednesday in the panhandle. Then we're going to clear up a little bit as those storms move through into the evening hours Wednesday. And then looking at our storm outlook, we do see that enhanced risk, that kind of bullseye area, reaching from Texas, Louisiana, into Mississippi. That's where you're going to see those dangerous, really hazardous conditions. We're going to see lots of thunderstorms develop and potentially tornadoes. And then as we make our way to tomorrow, we're going to see that also stretching from parts of Louisiana through Mississippi, Alabama, and into Georgia. Florida getting a little slice of it, but nowhere near this devastating band right here. As we look at Wednesday, day 3, we're going to see it's still an enhanced risk, but it's going to be a lot more spread out, so lots of rain just pummeling the southeast this week. Our city spotlight is Columbus, Georgia. They're sitting pretty right now at 77 degrees with warm and clear skies, but they won't be that tomorrow. And as we head into tonight's forecast, we're going to see these temperatures drop off, kind of calm before the storm. We're sitting in the 50s up in Little Rock, 60s across most of the region. Louisiana is a little warmer in the 70s, but as you make your way down the coast of Florida, you are going to see those temperatures pick back up into the 70s. And then for tomorrow's temperature, we're going to see rain everywhere. As that system moves through, we're just going to get rain, rain, rain here. Temperatures are going to be in the 80s, keeping us warm throughout this region. But now I'm going to go ahead and throw things over to Sarah to do our lifestyle.
Yeah, as Allie-Ann and Jessica were saying earlier, we're going to have some beautiful weather right now all over the Panhandle. Looking over at the Sportsplex and Panama City, you can see we have some very clear sky, as well as Lake Bradford here in Tallahassee is absolutely gorgeous. And that will carry on through tonight. You're going to have some fair stargazing conditions. Sunset is going to end around 7:58 p.m. And it's going to be not too much of a moon. That 10% full waxing crescent is going to make it so that you can't see as much. But we also have those clouds starting to come in for that nasty weather tomorrow, so that is going to inhibit your view for stargazing conditions. For tomorrow, for the dog walk forecast, you are going to want to walk your dogs early. 7 a.m. it is going to be really nasty and cloudy, but by 9 a.m. it is going to be really, really rainy, and that is just going to continue through the day. So if you are going to want to walk your dog, you best do that in the morning to avoid that rain. And we have some sporting events going on this week. Tuesday we have some baseball versus Jacksonville University, and it is going to be, again, really rainy in the mid to lower 70s, and so you're going to want to bring your poncho if you are going to that game, but I may be there to go and support our Noles. We're going to have an away softball game at Wednesday at UF, and it's going to be about 44 degrees, so nice and chilly. If you are traveling, make sure to bring your jacket and go and represent our Noles in the, we don't say the name of that city. Friday, we're going to have another softball game versus Virginia Tech starting at 6 p.m., and it is going to be absolutely gorgeous. 68 degrees going all the way down to 64 degrees at 8 p.m. Nice and sunny as the sun is setting. Maybe a light jacket if you're prone to getting cold, but it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. And as we're going into April, we're going to take a look at our March recap. We had a lot of weather going on here. It got as warm as 85 degrees on March 28th and as low as 35 degrees on March 15th. Quite a bit of rain, a couple inches of rain, and then we had some crazy wind on March 12th. And honestly, I'm just glad that the cold weather is done. I did not like the 35 degrees. We are still in Florida, and I am not built for that. But looking ahead at the school week, it is going to be not fun until Friday. We're going to have 80% chance of rain on Tuesday, 70% chance on Wednesday, and 60% chance on Thursday, with Tuesday and Wednesday having that slight risk of severe weather. So please be careful, take shelter as well, and it's going to warm up Friday. But I'm actually going to hand things off to the desk for our hurricane overview for the year with Alliann and Riley.
Well, thank you, Sarah, and who needs fun until Friday anyway?
Oh yeah, we only study during the week, so Friday's fun day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something that might not be so fun is hurricane season.
Yes, as we make our way into the hurricane season, which starts June 1st, we are going to see the tropics start to pop up and get a little more active.
Yeah, that season lasts from June 1st through November 30th, but the peak months really come August through October, and we're only 58 days away from that start.
I know. Aren't you excited?
As a meteorologist, yes.
But as
some people as a property owner in Florida, no.
No. Yeah, the Florida's insurance deductible is, heavily reliable on hurricanes. But, so looking at the 2021 season, we had 21 named stores. I believe we went through the entire list 2020, but projected for 2022, we're going to see the same kind of track as we did in 2021.
Yeah, it's 16 to 20 storms is well above the average of 14, which actually has increased from 12 over the past couple of years. And notice this map does show, or this forecast does show direct U.S. impacts. While there is some science into that, that is something that is very difficult to forecast this far out.
Yeah, so we actually have no idea. It's just a projection. So we can't really say that there is going to be 4 to 6 named storms directly impacting the U.S. I mean, you can't hold me accountable for saying that now, but there potentially could be.
And by U.S. direct impacts, that also could include low-end tropical storms or high-end Category 5 hurricanes. There's a lot of uncertainty, and long-range forecasts have a history of being unreliable. It's those short-range forecasts you have to be prepared for, but as of right now, we don't have any hurricanes in the short term.
Yes, thankfully. But what do you think about the season? Just throwing up your bets.
With the La Nina, we're expecting to have less vertical wind shear, which really helps the vertical structures of tropical cyclones. We like those tropical cyclones to have as vertical of a structure as possible. It's different when you get into the mid-latitudes with lows and nor'easters. Those are usually tilted. But the warm oceans, we're already warm right now, and we're going to continue to warm those oceans up throughout the season.
Seeing the decrease in shear is going to strengthen those storms and not tear them apart. But let's go ahead and throw things over to the wall with Sarah so she can go ahead and zoom back into Tallahassee and give us our local.
Yeah, so right now in Doak Campbell Stadium, it is right outside Doak Campbell Stadium. It is 79 degrees with southeast winds at 8 miles per hour. It's super nice out. The sun is just starting to set, as you can see right behind there, and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous tonight. But again, it is going to be crazy tomorrow. But right now, we have pretty much nothing going on here in the Tallahassee and the southeast. We have a little bit of clouds over Houston and New Orleans. It's going to keep moving east as we get through tomorrow. We do have a little bit of rain off the coast of New Orleans, but again, that is just going to keep coming to us. Same thing with the upper level water vapor. We really don't have any right now. Some more in the Midwest of the U.S., but as the day goes on, there's going to be more water vapor. That humidity is going to go up, and we're going to have some nasty weather. With our current temperatures, it is 79 degrees in Tallahassee, as I said a minute before. Really nice weather, and it's going to be kind of all around 79, 80-ish degrees in the Panhandle area and southern Georgia. Getting a little warmer in Quincy and Bainbridge at 72 and 82, and it's going to be a little cooler down in Apalachicola by the coast. Also going to be, the dew points are going to increase as the day goes on tomorrow due to that rain coming in. So as you can see down by the coast, the dew point is higher, 57 in Perry and 58 in Apalachicola. But as we come up through Tallahassee and even further into Thomasville and Valdosta area, it is going to go from 58 to 48 to 45. Now, do not expect that to stay with that severe weather coming in tomorrow. Wind speed, it is currently 8 miles per hour in Tallahassee, and there's pretty much just about that everywhere. A little more down in Perry, but you can see that the wind direction right here, those little arrows are what the wind is. Coming right up from the coast is hitting Perry pretty straight on, which is why it's higher there and why it's higher over in Apalachicola. Looking ahead, there's still going to be some more wind. You see all those clouds coming in through Tuesday morning, all the way through the afternoon, and as it gets into the later times of Tuesday, you're going to have more wind and more rain for sure. And today, it's going to be a high of 82 and a low of 46. Pretty average if you ask me. Nothing too crazy for the temperature. And looking ahead for tomorrow, you are going to have, again, lots and lots of rain. It's going to be 73 and 75 with thunderstorms, so make sure to do that. But I'm going to pass things off to Riley. How do you feel about that weather, Riley?
Well, Sarah, everybody loves the rain, but can you stand it is really everybody... Hold up. Everybody loves the sunny weather, but can you stand the rain? All right, we're trying to quote some songs, but we'll just forget about that because that didn't even go across as I tried to make it. But look at that warm, sunny weather right now along the Gulf Coast. We're in the upper 70s, mid 70s as you head farther up towards Memphis, and the rest of the country is kind of in a little bit of a cool spot. I was just talking to my dad earlier today up in New Jersey, and the weather there, the weather we're seeing currently in the Florida Panhandle is making him jealous. We'll leave it at that. But those dew points were dry across the country as well, where we're seeing a lot of those moister dew points, the deeper greens on this map, is where we're getting that severe weather set up for later today into tomorrow. And this is associated with the low pressure system. They rotate counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere, and that's bringing some southerly air from the Gulf of Mexico along this warm front, helping to really juice up the atmosphere there. We have a cold front making its way through the mountains in the Pacific Northwest, and that's bringing some unsettled weather with it as well. A lot of that upper level water vapor, the higher cloud tops, I should say, along the Rocky Mountains right now, and we're going to see them get a little higher in portions of Texas and Louisiana as we head over the next couple hours or so. Alerts right now, I want to focus on this one. This is a severe thunderstorm watch just to the west of Dallas. That is saying we are expecting some severe weather to move through portions of northern Texas later today. A lot of flood alerts along the Mississippi River, and we have some gale warnings along the eastern coast and along portions of Louisiana and Mississippi, Alabama, Florida Panhandle. Lots to put in there, but that is associated with some of those southerly winds coming from the Gulf of Mexico. In the northeast, we have a couple spotty showers, specifically a little bit in between the Great Lakes and the Atlantic Ocean, I should say. Along the coast, we are doing fine. Still hanging on to that sun in New England. But here is that wet weather I did talk about before in the Pacific Northwest. We have some snow in the upper terrain mountains, I should say upper altitude mountains there in Washington and Portland. Just along the coast, we are rain, and then we're rain again as we head farther to the east. Dry out in the Pacific, not the Pacific, in the desert Southwest, we are dry. Albuquerque, El Paso, we have a couple of showers moving through. I wouldn't worry too much about those. And as for the southeast, we're pretty much dry, clear, having a beautiful day, especially here in Tallahassee. It was a beautiful day earlier today. Where it's not so nice is where those strong storms are firing in the southern peninsula. If you're going from Miami to the Everglades all the way over towards Naples, you are going to be in on those heavier rainfall and strong thunderstorms. A couple rumbles of thunder here or there with those. Very dry out west. We are dry in portions of the east as well. Something not so dry is severe weather. Getting a lot of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. We're looking at an enhanced 3 out of 5 risk for severe weather, stretching from Dallas all the way into portions of Mississippi, including Jackson, Mississippi, where we saw a tornado move through last week. So another week, but we still have severe weather. Tomorrow that moves into the southeast, portions of southern Alabama, Georgia to coastal Carolinas, and then we're really bullseye focusing in on Atlanta for our day on Wednesday for the worst of that severe weather. Into tonight, we are holding on to the warmer weather along the Gulf Coast, 44 in Boston, 47 in San Francisco, and then for the day tomorrow, 97 in San Antonio. We're really starting to get in on some hotter weather across much of the southern part of the nation. We are changing to spring, eventually towards summer, Jessica, so the weather and the seasons are changing.
Yep, that's true. But for now, we're going to zoom into Florida for now and take a closer look at the Sunshine State, or sunshine for now, as we're likely going to be seeing some more storms start to move in for the rest of the week starting tomorrow. Right now in Florida, we're looking at upper 70s, but mostly 80s throughout most of the area. We have a little bit of storms already down in Fort Myers, but for now we still have sun across most of the area, some rain in Miami, but that's going to change as we start to have some weather start to move in tomorrow. Right now we've got our dew points fairly dry up in the Panhandle, a bit moister down in South Florida, but that is going to change as we start to get some more rain in the next couple of days. We do currently have rain down in South Florida, so if you're down in the Lake Okeechobee area, you're probably having some rain right now and been having some rain today. Got some heavy rain up here more around the Fort Myers area, so if you had any plans today, hopefully you brought an umbrella with you. Right now, for Miami, though, our forecast over the next couple days is still looking fairly decent with only 24% chance of rain over Tuesday and Wednesday. But as we move into Thursday, you better bring your umbrellas because your rain chances are going to go up on Thursday, up to 50%. Same thing in Tampa, but even more likely to have some severe weather on Thursday. So be careful if you have any plans on Thursday or if you have to make your morning drive to work, because there is likely going to be some rain and storms on Thursday. In Orlando, not quite so lucky. We have rain over these next 3 days. Little bit of a reprieve maybe on Wednesday, but overall we're looking at rain across these next 3 days in Orlando with warm temperatures reaching up to the 90s. Over Central Florida, for the most part, not much rain in Central Florida right now, mostly staying further south, more around the Lake Okeechobee area, but we do have some clouds, and we're going to have some more rain coming in over the next couple of days, as mentioned. But for now, we're in the clear. Up in northeast Florida, though, Jacksonville, we're in the clear for today. Nothing on the radar right now just yet, so it's looking like a nice evening in Jacksonville for now. But tomorrow is going to be a different story, and these next couple days as well, as we start to have some more chances of severe weather moving in on these next 3 days. So once again, be careful on your drives, bring an umbrella. Pensacola, we are almost certainly going to see rain tomorrow. We have a 97% chance of rain tomorrow. Going down a little bit on Wednesday, but by the time we reach Thursday, your rain chances are going to go much lower, and we're going to move into a nicer weekend. Over the Panhandle right now, clear skies on the radar, but with tonight's forecast, we are looking at some storms starting to move into northern Florida, starting to move into that potential for severe weather over these next couple days. Now I'm going to hand things off to Riley for our last look at the local.
Yeah, Jessica, and those storms are exactly what we are going to be getting into here in the Tallahassee area. Something we're not seeing today are those storms. We have a very beautiful sunset going on right now behind Doak Campbell Stadium. Notice we don't really have many clouds in the sky. That is something else that is going to be changing over the next 24 hours. 79 degrees, and we are sunny here, so flirting with the 80s today. Really nice day outside. And there we go on the satellite and radar. Nothing in terms of cloud cover or rain, something that again, if I can repeat myself here, will change over the next 24 hours. That is associated with some severe weather that will be moving into our area. As for now, we have winds from the south bringing in some very warm air, not entirely muggy yet. We're talking about a 48-degree dew point in Tallahassee. That is dry, but with some southerly winds, we're going to see that come from the south, and these southerly winds are just going to really help to moist up our atmosphere from areas down south where there is more moisture and more humidity, if you think in that term. Now, over the next 24 hours, we are seeing the cloud coverage move in. Notice at that point, our radar kind of stops giving us data. It freezes. So we will have a lot more showers and a lot more storms in the area than this graphic is showing us around that 6:30 time frame tomorrow. And it's not going to be a very nice day to get out on the water. 75 degrees, and we will have the chance for storms. So if you're out, you know lightning and water don't mix. If you're on a boat, that lightning will come down and strike the highest surface, which unfortunately will be you out there. So it's a good day to not be outside. Those winds will be strong too, coming from the south, 25 knots. So for the day tomorrow, we're raining at noon, but those thunderstorms really start to fill in and the conditions become more severe as the evening progresses. 6 p.m. by the time we have our show tomorrow, might be getting in on some severe weather coverage. And notice, we keep with that severe weather and the thunderstorms tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, a lot of wet weather, a lot of rain. Although the greatest chance for rain will be tomorrow, but through Thursday, we have that chance, but we dry out for our weekends and cool down as well. 71, 68 for our high on Saturday. So Sarah, Jessica, we are in for some dry weather once we get to the weekend.
Yeah, hopefully that will come sooner rather than later, because these next couple days are going to be rainy. I don't know about you. I'm not looking forward to walking to class in that rain.
I am not either, especially with the parking situation on Florida State campus. I'm pretty sure that with my class times, I'm going to be parking pretty far away, so I will be bringing my poncho and my umbrella for sure.
Yep, and I walk to class anyways, so it's definitely going to be a week for those rain boots and raincoats.
Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to this weekend weather we have. I've been dying for a weekend where I can just go lay out by the pool, have some beautiful, beautiful weather, maybe some warm, get a little bit more sun. I don't know about you. I don't know if that's your kind of thing, but I for sure will be waiting for this weekend, as we all do.
I'm also excited for the weekend. Isn't there a softball game going on this weekend?
There
I might go to that.
It is. It's on Friday. I'll actually be there doing some painting for Lady Spirit Hunters.
Oh, nice.
So come by and see me if you would like. I'll be there for sure and going to support our Lady Knowles. But I'm excited. We're actually doing pretty good in softball, so I'm excited to see what these ladies can do. If I remember correctly, it's with Virginia Tech?
Yes, it's with Virginia Tech here at home at the Joanne Graff Field. So if you're here in Tallahassee and feel inclined go out and support our Lady Knowles, because they've been doing awesome. But for now, go ahead and follow us on Twitter at FSU Weather.
And like us on Facebook, facebook.com/FSU Weather.
Likewise, you're probably watching us live on YouTube right now, but you can always go back and watch some of our past episodes.
And of course, give us a follow on Instagram at FSU Weather. But that's about all we got for tonight. I'm excited for this weekend.
Yeah, if you happen to get any pictures, granted safely, of any kind of weather this weekend, feel free to share them to our Instagram. But
And
otherwise, maybe if we get some nice weather this weekend.
Yeah, maybe we'll share it on the show. But anyways, thank you for watching FSU Weather. I'm student meteorologist Sarah Noble.
And I'm student meteorologist Jessica Howell.
Have a great night.